Hi Virgo, thank you for joining me here. This is gonna be your love message reading. I already pulled out a card and put it on the table because I just want to focus purely on, completely on delivering message and getting them. So this is your row and this is the person you are dealing with. It can be anybody, person you are dealing with, dealt with in your heart, in your mind. Somehow you are entangled with the energy, however you want to take it. It's a person that affecting you in whatever way or whatever form. Okay, so let's get in there. You have got tarantula in reverse, they got swan, you got 10 of air, the devil, king of fire in reverse, and they got 4 of swords and 3 of swords, both in reverse. Okay, and then you got 5 of air with full in reverse, 5 of air in reverse and full in reverse. They got, oh, they also got 5 of swords, 5 of air swords, same thing, but there is upright with king of wands. Okay, this is gonna be interesting reading. Okay, all right, so let's get into this. Let's see. So Virgo, what I see that your energy, I feel like that you are unable to make a decision right now. You but you feel like that you had enough. You feel like that this situation is coming again and again. Every time you find yourself in the same kind of situation with this person, same kind of scenario, but somehow you cannot make a decision. And with the tarantula in reverse, I feel like that you almost want to walk away from this. You almost want to walk out. You almost want to say, you know what, I cannot deal with this anymore, let's take a break, or let's just break up, or whatever. However you wanna disassociate your energy with them, but you wanna do that, but you are unable to take that decisive decision right now. You go back and forth, sometimes you give them benefit of doubt, sometimes things get a little better, so you just feel like, okay, it's getting better, so there is a this kind of sense of hope, sense of betterment, sense of things getting working out, and then it just happening for a long time. I feel like it's almost like a loop, and you are in a situation where you almost feel like this is for your own benefit, that you need to walk away from this situation, but somehow you cannot make this decisive decision. Their energy is swan. They're like, I'm just gonna sit pretty, I am not gonna, so I'm also getting a sense of avoidance, like avoidance behavior. They don't like to confront things, they don't like to talk things about when it come to serious matter, when it's come to serious thing or sincere thing that really bothering you, or this connection. They just don't want to go, they don't want to talk, they don't want to talk about things that they are not comfortable with. They just want to, they like to be on the surface, they like to provide like a band-aid solution to the situation, while when you like to go deep and really think about, okay, what is the root of this thing, can we just, and this has been happening for quite a long time. While they can, while you are a little agitated, you are on the edge, you are like, okay, I need to make a decision, I cannot just deal with this anymore, but there is from them, I feel like there is a laid back kind of energy, and they just wanna, okay, I don't want to address this, I'm not ready for this, I don't want to address this, but they don't say all these things to you. Let's say you want to talk to them, hey, can we talk about this, they say like, okay, yeah, can you, yeah, and then when you talk about this, oh, everything is fine, okay, that's fine, okay, I will do this, but next day again the same thing. It's like they say things, but they don't take it very deep, they don't address things very sincerely. They just want to be agreeable on the surface, but inside they just don't want to confront certain situation that you guys are in. That's what I'm getting with the 10 of air. Like it's like a lot of, you just had it, You really just had it. You just want thing to end. You just want this thing. They're like, it's because it's a lot of stress, every time there is like, it feels like that they don't want to confront anything. They don't want to take responsibility for anything. They don't want to. That's what it feels like to you. What's going on in them, we are going to get deeper into that. But I can feel that they have this tendency of avoiding things, escaping things, escaping situation. But on the surface they try to be agreeable because they don't want to come across like completely aloof, so they try to be agreeable. But when it comes to really work on it and get things done and really get this situation solved, they just don't do it. And you are like, oh my god, you are heavily burdened. Your mind is completely saturated with this kind of thoughts, like what's going on, why you are still here, how can you get out of it, or how can you solve this, and how can you communicate. It's like it's just taking all of your energy. But it's coming to an end with the 10. It's coming to an end. You really want to put an end to this kind of cycle of thoughts, which only brings and only breeds like more anxiety, agitation, irritation. You want to put a full stop to this kind of thoughts. For them it's like a devil, like that's what I feel like. It's like there is a certain sense of, like devil can be anything, but I feel like they just, that's their devil, that they do not want to confront things. They are in a big avoidance. They always like, go somewhere. Like go somewhere means not physically, but in their mind. Every time things get really, when shit hits the fan, they're like, okay, I'm just gonna go to a different room instead of cleaning the shit. And really, they just gonna, okay, I'm just gonna go to a different room, and I'm just gonna wait for Virgo to clean it up, and then we can come back this room and talk it out. So all the burden is on your shoulder, to be honest. And that's their devil. And they are pretty aware of their avoidance behavior. I really think that they are very aware of their avoidance there, and they don't want to avoid things. But there is this behavior has a hold on them, and it's like it almost feel like they are incapable of overpowered this behavior. But they are very much aware of their avoidance behavior, and they don't want to do that. But they cannot just escape this kind of avoidance behavior. It just calls for their attention, and they always reply and always go to that space where they just avoid things. But on the surface they are like there, but they are not really there. And it is very extremely frustrating. And it's almost like you are carrying the whole relationship on your shoulder, Virgo, and this has been very burdensome for you. King of Fire in reverse. Yeah, you are like, you are really checking out. Your heart wise, you are really trying to check out. You are like, once you felt a lot of affection for them because of their avoidance. In the beginning you felt like they need more care, they need more of your support, so you gave all the care and support that you can give it to them. Because they are little scattered mind. They kind of, they sometimes, this avoidance behavior, even they perform this avoidance behavior to their own detrimental. Sometimes this kind of behavior even put themselves, when you are not even involved, in danger. Sometimes they don't even address the situation that they need to address for their own benefit. They cannot even do that. They have this tendency to just run away from the situation. And you thought, when you guys met initially, you thought that, okay, this kind of person needs a healing, I'm gonna support, that's why you put all the burden on. You carried this relationship almost by yourself for long. But now it feels like the things are not changing, and you are like, how long can I carry this relationship by myself? Because relationship is a two-way traffic. If they constantly avoid things and constantly kind of just run away when the shit hit the fan, I am not gonna be the only person cleaning up after the mess. And this the whole frustration is actually dimming down the fire and love that you have for them. it's kind of it's create a little bit of antagonistic kind of energy within you, not for the, like you feel like you just want to hear them, you just don't want to hear them, you just don't want to hear their explanation. Their explanation started to feel like an excuse to you not to take responsibility. So there is that love that you had once, it's kind of fading away at your end, and they are feeling a lot of heartache. They have a lot of pain, they have a lot of heartache, because I can feel that they don't wanna, it almost feel like they are the captive of their own behavior, and they don't want to be the captive. And that's why it's devil, because it has a huge power on them, but they don't want to be a captive. They can feel that their behavior pattern is actually pushing you away, and that gives them a lot of heartache, but they don't want to address it. They don't even want to feel their heartache. They don't want to sit down and contemplate or anything. They just want to, they don't want to deal with anything. Every time something serious, something sincere, something severe happens to them, even to their own detrimental, they try to avoid the situation. There is a lot of heartache going on. They needs to contemplate on that. They needs to, like really feel what they're feeling, but they don't want to do that. They bury themselves in some kind of different kind of escape mechanism that they have. I don't know what they do when they escape. Maybe they just, they just binge watch movies, or they just I don't know, in their cloud, thinking nothing, feeling nothing, almost like a jaded, numb kind of, either jaded or numb, or too much of energy with no actual absorption of those energy. They kind of go into that kind of mode, and there is a lot of heartache that actually causing them, but they are not even paying attention to their heart. They are not paying attention that what they need to do in order to really heal that. They are like, and you are like, what, I am checking out, I cannot, it almost feel like you are carrying, I'm sorry to say that, but it feels like that you feel like that you are carrying the, like almost like another person on your back, and your back is hurting now. You feel like, okay, when you gonna get off my back and start walking next to me? I cannot carry you all my life. That kind of dependency. You are just bogged down by their dependency nature on you. But their dependency comes from their avoidance. It's like a very convoluted, not convoluted, kind of, it's kind of psychological paradigm. They depend on you by avoiding their own responsibility, by avoiding their own situation. So it creates a sense of, like you feel this obligation that you need to take care of this person, because they cannot take care of themselves, because they are just so consumed by this kind of behavior, where they feel like they have no other way to go other than avoiding it, because they have no power. They feel powerless in front of this devil nature, and they feel like they cannot do anything to confront it, so they just hide. So you got 5 of air and the Fool in reverse, like, so you are like, you have been taking risk a lot. You have been doing, like, look at this, it's small, almost like you did a lot of stuff on your own. You tried to carry all the burden on yourself, like all the activities by yourself. You tried to be almost like a superhuman to this one person, because you told yourself, okay, you know what, they need healing, they may be, they are hurt. You gave them all these kind of things that they are. I'm not saying they are not, but initially you had a compassion for them. But compassion, everything dries down, dries out, if it is not get feeded back. So after a while, you are like, you know what, I'm not gonna burn myself. I'm not gonna put myself on a risk. I'm not gonna put my health, my mental health, my physical health, my stamina, my energy, my prosperity on the line, because this person is not taking responsibility. I understand that you cannot do it, but there is always a way. If you cannot, if you do not confront your fear, if you do not confront the problem that is detrimenting, that is paralyzing your life, you are always going to be depending on others. And I don't want you to be dependent on me, and I want you to take responsibility, take responsibility, be charge of your life. But they cannot do that, and you feel like you cannot put your life on a risk, if you cannot put your life on the line, just because the other person is not, whatever reason, is not doing it. And every time you used to do that, every time they will call for you spiritually, energetically, you will feel, because I feel like you are a very sympathetic, empathetic person. You really had a lot of love and compassion for them. So every time you feel that they are in trauma, every time you feel that they are in pain, they need help, you always went for it. Even, sometimes you did not even think about your own benefit. So there is a lot of sacrificial energy I'm getting from you, and you have done that for so many repetitive times, and now you are like, you know what, I'm not gonna do it anymore. Because both of them in reverse, you are like, I'm not gonna come back, even if I feel that you are looking for me to come and clean up the mess, but I'm not gonna be there to piece up the pieces, to pick up the pieces this time, because I am tired and exhausted, and I need as much care and nurturing for myself as much I want to give it to you. So I don't have enough resources to give it to you, so I'm prioritizing myself. That's what you have been telling, that's what you are but it's kind of, you are still in the process of kind of making these things, but you're still in the, that's why it's hard for you to make a concrete decision right now. And look at them, like when you do not respond to their, when you do not respond to their call, when you do not respond to their, when you do not show up to pick up their pieces, they know what they have to do it. Now Five of Swords, now they're, like they cannot avoid anymore, because there is nobody, like let's say there is a mess everywhere, and if you're not cleaning it up, after a while it's gonna be a junk, paradise in their own house, and they have to clean up eventually if they don't want to live in a dumpster. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like a metaphorically. So when you do not do that, that kind of kicks them in the garden, and it's like, oh my god, okay, my god, I need to face my own thing. I cannot just escape and escape and escape, because there is nobody for them anymore to pick those pieces up. There is nobody to clean those messes up. Even though, they feel bad for you that they cannot do it, but at the end of the day, you are doing it for them. So they always had that kind of fallback, security. But now you've taken that facility away from them. Now they're really waking up. Now they're, it's gonna be a very tumultuous, kind of painful journey for them to go through, really address their issue. But they're doing it with the King of Wands. They are taking charge. They are taking charge, because this pain is too much, because they are seeing mess everywhere. They are seeing there's nothing is done. They are seeing emotional mess, physical mess everywhere, because you are not there. So you have been almost like a caretaker. I'm sorry to say that if you are a cross watcher, I'm not bashing you, I totally understand, but this is the reality. Virgo has been almost like a caretaker for you, and now they are not there. Now you're waking up. Now they're waking up. They're like, okay, I need to take control of my life. I cannot be just dependent on others to take control of my life and clear things for me. So they are really getting into that kind of decisive energy and taking control over their life. But it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight, but at least they are starting to do that when you take away from that. So if you are Virgo, this is my just suggestion. Take it or leave it, up to you. But the thing is, I'm saying, the thing is, if you're having hard time to make a decision, I feel like if you really want to help this person to grow in their life, with or without you, you need to stop providing for them. I know that you are kind, you love them, so you want to provide for them, but it's breaking your backbone. First of all, you're breaking your spine. Second of all, it's actually making them more dependent on you. So you need to completely take away that facility that from them. It's gonna be very hard decision on you, and they may feel extremely hurt, but it's gonna be on their own benefit. It's gonna be for their own benefit. Decision is up to you, because the tarantula came because you are indecisive. So I'm just giving my 2 cents to make your decision too, so that it may help you to make a decision. Completely up to you, but that's my 2 cents. All right, Virgo, I will see you next time. Hope you get something out of it. Take care. Bye bye.